You tell me one athlete right now that's been dominating the game for 16 years straight without a loss. Tell me one.
How you doing, everyone? My name is Ryan, and this is the guys that tried to run me over at 5:30 this morning. Ade, it's time for This Week in Boxing. Let's go through this week's fights, which was a huge week of fights. So briefly, quickly, Austin Trout.
No doubt Trout, good win, stoppage. 154 division, I don't know where everyone goes. It's a very strange division because, let's be honest, you take out Alvarez and there's no money in the division. I don't care what anyone says, there's not much money, and everyone's going to have to fight each other soon. But I think he might move up to 160. I've got a feeling that a lot of these 154 guys are going to try and...
Just for the money?
Just for the money. They look at people like Lee, got titles, Jermaine Taylor got titles, and think, Cotto. People forget that. Very, very, very close fight with Alvarez. The only person to really embarrass him was Lara.
Yeah.
So, Trout ain't no joke.
Yeah, for real. Antonio Tarver versus Jonathan Banks.
Yeah. It's a fight that got cancelled. Was supposed to happen in September, I think, August, September. It got cancelled. Was it because of Banks?
No, Tarver
injured. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what Banks is. I'm not kind of sure. I don't think Banks knows what he is.
I'll give Tarver credit. Tarver fought like a pro, like a veteran. Didn't waste punches, tight guard, just stayed focused, done his thing. But Banks didn't give nothing back, so it's hard to rate how good the performance is. Tarver's saying he wants David Hay, he wants Klitschko, he wants this. He's calling all the names at the end. And yes, you won the fight. Yes, you got the knockout, which is good. Yeah. But Banks weren't doing nothing, so it's hard to really rate and say what's worth in that fight.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a fight where you kind of win nothing. You don't call out Vladimir and Hay prior and after that performance, because unfortunately that performance to me, because like I say, Banks can't even be called a part-time fighter. What's less than a seasonal fighter? Yeah. Banks only works on holidays. Yeah. He's Vladimir's training, that's all he is for me right now.
I'm going to talk about it in a second. Ishe Smith, Shandy Lara, as predicted, Lara won every single round. I gave Ishe maybe one or two draw rounds. Not even he won the round, the rounds were drawn. Yeah. Lara is far too good for this level of opposition. Lara, they said, weighed in 172 pounds fight night. I think Lara's going to go to 160 pounds because I can't think of anyone else in the 154 division that he fights because he wants the big money fights. We talked about K9. I don't think that fight. He'll do to Lara what he done. I mean, he'll do to K9 what he done to Lara. Andrade ain't going to fight him. Yeah. This is the thing about what we said in the pre-fight video is that as much as you like someone like Ishe Smith, it always comes down to what you do in the ring. Yeah. And there was no way Ishe Smith was ever going to win that fight. No. Lara's got skills, but as in the video, again, he won the fight. It was a good fight, but it's not going to draw no one. Yeah, it's not going to draw no one. Problem. I don't think TV's going to want him. I don't think people are going to want him. And it's a shame. It is really a shame because he's an extremely talented fighter.
That's why I think he has to roll the dice and go to 160, where he has to take a risk and fight someone that he maybe, will put up a bit more of a challenge. Because look, let's be honest, at 160, the guys might be bigger than him, but no one really at 160 is that boxing like that. See, nobody. Cotto can go up.
I'm calling this fight the upset of the week right now. Andy Lee Kobarev, knockout stoppage 6th round.
Yeah, Lee's always got that. He's always got that punch power. He could be even the fight he had at 154. I can't remember the fight where he was losing. Then the knockout.
The knockout of the year candidate.
There you go. So he's always got that, and I think it's good. It's a middleweight title. Come back to Britain. Shame for Macklin now. Yeah. That now it makes that Macklin performance look so bad because Macklin would have had that big fight in Ireland with him. Now it looks like it's Billy Joe Saunders. If they don't do a voluntary in between.
I think they'll go for voluntary. He wants to defend his title in Ireland. That's his dream, which is understandable. Know what I mean? Yeah. So good on Andy Lee. Let's go back to this week in boxing. I'm gonna stick with the Andy Lee Cobra fight. Is the middle division backwards?
In what sense?
No disrespect to Andy Lee and Jermaine Taylor, but you got two world titleists that barely ranked top 10. Let's be honest. I mean, the dearth between Andy Lee and Jermaine Taylor and GGG and Cotto is about that wide.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. It's the Red Sea.
Yeah, guys, honestly, I'm not criticising the guys. I mean, give the guys credit for winning their fights and being world titles, but
it's a big space between. You wouldn't put those guys in the ring with the other guys.
Yeah, I said this about, I don't think it's just the middleweight division, I think it's boxing in general. I mean, like Vladimir compared to the rest of the heavyweights is like that.
Yeah.
Mayweather and Pacquiao seem to be like that compared to the rest of the welterweights. But you're right, middleweight division, it's blindingly obvious.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, no disrespect, like you say, but Andy Lee and Jermaine Taylor to have world titles, strange.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because you know there's other middleweights in that division that beat them easily.
Think of the fights from last night, from last week, and talk about my friend Teddy Atlas.
Okay.
Teddy Atlas had one of his notorious meltdowns on a fight. Okay, let me go backwards. Shame on ESPN. I hate when it takes off on Sky Plus and then it starts halfway through the show. Went there and it just started in the rant. I missed the whole first two, three fights. All I got was Tarver and bloody Austin Trout.
Okay.
ESPN, you got to sort your scheduling, mate. But Teddy Atlas went into a rant about one of these fights where this guy basically won the fight hands down and then had a meltdown about how it's killing boxing. Teddy's right.
Teddy is the only commentator
Tells the truth.
that does it. Paulie Malignaggi's not bad.
Yeah.
Roy Jones also pretty good at it. Roy Jones don't sit on fences, but Teddy melts
down.
Literally goes mad. Remember that bit I put before some of our videos? Where he loses the plot. He loses the plot, and he's so right. It is killing boxing.
Yeah, it is killing boxing. The thing about what Teddy does, is that what I like, which some people don't like, sometimes do like, and I'm trying to say, is that he seems to. He has his favourites in boxing, like he hates Vladimir, as we all know. We talk about it in a minute, but he seems to just instantly no regard for promoter, fighter, TV networks, anything I'm trying to say, and it's just pure honesty, and it's like you just say we need more.
Yeah, well, I'll be honest with you, Teddy Atlas is what I dream of us to be. And and what I mean by that is where you can just honestly say what you want, how it is, and they still have to get you. TV networks still have to have you. Do you know what I mean? He's in that position where he can almost say what he wants no matter what, and he knows he's not going to get sacked, fired, sued. Yeah. It's just in a perfect position. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what I like about Teddy Atlas.
Yeah. Teddy Atlas is one of a kind.
Alright, so Abraham Smith, done, signed, sealed, delivered, announced. I don't know if that's good for boxing. I remember we said it before, you know, how can a close fight then... Yeah. And it was a close fight, it wasn't a robbery, people. Yeah. Watch it again, people. It wasn't a robbery. But Smith's got the fight again. It's obviously only because Matchroom and Salins are now working in conjunction. Yeah. That's the only way that fight's happening.
Abraham wins. Again, it's like, you've done the fight twice. Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah, but Abraham's stock's going down anyway.
Yeah, his stock's
I feel like he's just trying to cash him out on big fights. I don't know where Abraham goes if he does win.
But see, I don't know if it's a big fight.
No, it's a good fight. It's a good fight. It's not a big fight in terms of too big market. It's a big fight in terms of Abraham always seems to get 25,000, 30,000. Smith people take 3,000 over there. It's a big arena fight. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And they're talking about David Priceman on the undercard as well.
About that as
a couple of other names they're looking at, a couple of maybe Matchroom fighters on the undercard. So they're trying to do something over there. What else you got?
I'm talking about fights that's signed. Stavern Wilder finally signed for the 17th of January, which is barely 4 weeks away.
Yeah, which is ridiculously close for such a fight. I wonder if they're going to do any build up for it then, like any all access, any 24/7, because it's the first big heavyweight fight in America. Obviously Klitschko Pulev was huge, but in America terms, this is even bigger. This is the one that everyone's been waiting for. Wilder, Stavern. Yeah. I'll tell you right now who I think's going to win, but.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. Stavern's going to destroy it.
Stavern's going to absolutely obliterate it. But we could be wrong. You don't want to get it wrong. Yeah. We could be wrong.
You could be wrong, but I don't see this that fight. Oh yeah, definitely. It's going to be a KO. Adrien Broner.
Yeah.
AB. Before he fought Madonna, I said in the videos that Broner doesn't take boxing serious.
You did say that,
and you laughed at me. And you said
I did say well, but Sugar Ray Leonard does everything outside the ring, and Tyson did this.
Yeah, and I said Madonna might drop Broner, and everyone laughed. And everyone laughed at me and said no.
Did you say that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, watch the video.
You watched the video again, yeah?
You said that.
And check the video.
You said he might drop him.
Drop him. I didn't say beat him. I said drop him.
Interesting.
And you said no way in hell.
All right, cool.
Anyway, so then he lost to Madonna.
Yeah.
And then everyone said, bro, said he's back. He's taking it serious. Then I watched him. He took a picture with someone. Who did he take a picture with? I can't remember who he took a picture with. And the guy's fat. He's out of shape. This is not a guy that's serious about boxing. Seriously.
You know, it's not that he's not serious. He is a prime example, and this is just not boxing. This is every sport. I'm a football fan, as you know. He's a prime example of someone getting all the riches at such a young age and young development in their career. even Floyd Mayweather didn't get kind of Adrien Broner money at that kind of when Floyd Mayweather was coming up.
Yeah.
It took Floyd Mayweather until we fought even a Bouldermere to start getting good money. You don't get. He has been given millions and millions so quick in his career, and I think he just thinks this is easy. And he's still going to get millions. That's the thing. He's such a draw in America. He's going to get millions.
Some guys go out of shape in a sense, whereas they're kind of muscular but out of shape.
Yep.
Broner didn't look muscular.
Yeah, like Bradley kind of looks, and Porter look like that. But Broner just like he's got a belly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, like I said, you can't be. Let's be honest. Boxing's a serious sport, as you always say. You can't be a rapper, a good life guy, and take your sport serious and stay that way. You can't do it. He's going to have to burn a lot of weight to get back.
I just don't understand how. Look, we don't obviously see him and around May. We don't see what goes on between them. But I don't know how you've got the best tutor in Mayweather in terms of how to stay in shape. How you cannot just follow that example. Mayweather doesn't look like he goes 5 pounds over his weight, and he's been that good for so many years. How Broner doesn't see that, I do not know.
Yeah. Roc Nation has their first card in January.
Yeah, I see that. Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. Surprisingly though, no big names on there.
Because they can't get any. They can't sign no. I think they're chucking millions around. But
I'm not gonna lie. With all the hype and all the talk and everything was going on, I'm quite disappointed.
Yeah, it's I looked at it and it was I think there's a guy fighting for a WBC Continental South American title.
Yeah, something like this. Yeah,
and they're mixing it with their music.
Yeah, music.
They're doing like music show plus boxing.
I always thought that would work in conjunction with music with the boxing club. Obviously, you know, do a show in, but thoroughly disappointed. Yeah, thoroughly disappointed.
But the thing to look for on that is that they signed a deal with Fox Sports. Yeah. When we talked about them trying to get on terrestrial TV, that is terrestrial TV for American people, by the way. That's a big thing.
So that's a direct compete with Al Heyman's
direct with NBC.
Yeah,
direct competition.
Direct competition.
I mean, look, as much as they're a big name, because it's obviously the Jay-Z thing to it. Let's look at it as a company starting up, and a company starting up wouldn't have a big name straight away. So I think give them time, a year. A bit more. I think we will start. All it takes is one marquee name to sign, and then the floodgates open. I think maybe they should look for a veteran on his way out, just someone that can build a name for them. Even like a Glenn Johnson, anyone, something random.
It's funny you said Glenn Johnson's name. I saw somewhere that they said he wants to come back for another world title.
He does. That's why I mentioned his name. He wants to come back for another. You're laughing at Glenn Johnson. Virgil Hill.
Yeah, Virgil Hill. Yeah, 50 years old.
To come back and come back.
The thing about I spoke to Glenn Johnson. Lovely guy, great guy, but
it's done.
Yeah, it's done.
You know the problem for Glenn Johnson is Antonio Tarver is the problem. Yeah. Roy Jones Jr. is the problem. Yeah. Bernard Hopkins is the problem. Yeah. He looks at all those guys and think, wait a minute, I'm around the same age, if not younger. I think he could be younger.
Yeah, I think he's younger than he. Yeah.
So that's the problem, and he's not really. He's not really had a concussion beating. No. Even the George Groves one wasn't. So that's probably why.
Virgil Hall is crazy talking about a comeback.
We're 50 years old. BKB.
Yeah, they signed.
Five fighters. I don't get it all.
Yeah, I
don't get it. I actually find it quite dangerous because basically what they're trying to say to people is stand and trade.
Yeah.
Because there's no ropes, there's no movement really. It's stand and trade, and that's why obviously they got Rosado Vera. I think it could be. I think it could be a dangerous sport. But
I think it's a fad.
Yeah. It will fade away.
I mean, it will fade away. I mean,
even when it's got money.
I think people are looking at. People investors, people with a little bit of money are looking at the UFC and looking at boxing and saying, how can I kind of merge and get certain things within certain boundaries, within certain rules, and call it a boxing match? And it's dangerous. It's not only dangerous. It's deceiving fans of what a real fight is.
Yeah, it's almost exactly, because real boxing isn't just about two guys. It's not Gatti Ward all the time. It's about using all your elements of the ring, which is the ropes, a bit of movement, everything.
Exactly.
It isn't a case of just standing there and
skills.
Let's wrap up.
WBC. They had a convention recently, and they're doing some conjunction with WADA on new drug testing. So their fights are going to have WADA testing in it. They haven't announced the details of it as of yet. But I think that's a very good sign.
Yeah, it is. But and this is no disrespect to WBC, I think they're probably one of the best sanctioning bodies. But it's almost seeing it when I believe it. Yeah. So believe it when I see it. Sorry, because this drug testing thing, I just don't understand why it seems so complicated. It seems a very complicated thing, and I don't understand why. Especially for the most dangerous sport in the world. I mean, look, they have all the best. They have all the best drugs testing systems for cycling. Yeah. And no disrespect, we're talking about people on two wheels running up a hill.
Yeah.
But no one's hurting no one. But that where people are killing each other, we have problems for drug testing. Drug testing in British, European, or Commonwealth fights, unless requested. Yeah. So those guys, literally, what does that mean? That means you can just What? Juice up and then go into the fight?
Yeah, exactly.
Boy, anything
Crazy.
else?
I'm going to say that I just thought it was a little bit of fun. Have you seen this video, apparently, of all these good-looking women with twerking for Floyd Mayweather?
Fantastic.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not joking.
Oh my God.
You
That
know,
was like
I'm not-
booty heaven.
Yeah.
Seriously, it was like booty heaven. I was like, oh my God. It was like a 3-second clip I saw on World's Like Hip Hop. Like, we wound it back like 600 times, like, pause it.
So all those views.
Pause it. Pause it. Oh.
He is. Okay, the cars we can't get. We forget the cars. It's done. The house. Okay, I'm happy with my little flat. But that bit.
Yeah.
I just want to jump in the video.
Oh yeah, same man. Yeah. I don't care about the money. Give me the girls.
Even my big sister said, "Have you seen that Floyd Mayweather video?" She doesn't even know who Floyd Mayweather is. All right.
That's it.
Guys. Yeah. Busy. This has been a crazy sort of week for boxing. Sort of Thursday, Friday.
Friday.
And Saturday, yeah?
Saturday.
So we're probably talking 60 fights, honestly, worldwide, which is just unprecedented. So it's like an early Christmas present. And marquee names that we're going to talk about in other sort of videos that we're going to do in a minute. So guys,
let's be honest, it's so much fight, it's nearly impossible to catch them all up as it stands.
Yeah. Honestly, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. As a boxing fan, it's a treat, but you're right, you can't watch all of them. You're talking about, I don't even think all of them are on everywhere. Where was the Maris Vac, for example, fight? Who was showing that?
Yeah,
I mean?
no one showed that against Travis Walker.
Yeah, so it's crazy. But guys, remember, you can always email us at
boxtalk@hotmail.co.uk, and don't forget to post on Twitter at boxtalkuk, and also now Instagram.
Yeah, our Instagram page is up. Sort of good photos in there. We're gonna do some video footage as well, little short stuff of what we do, going to gyms, etc. But so it's gonna be cool. That's
watching fights.
Yeah, Boxtalk _1. So check that out, guys.